What's up, everybody? It's Chris. It's Team Dewifed Fishing. Wanted to start this shoot today inside before I get outside. We are having some heavy rain, or some steady rain today, and so I wanted to minimize the amount of rain I get on me once I get out to the spot. So today I'm going to be switching it up. Was watching a video by Mike Iaconelli, and this time of the year, bass are chasing bait fish and pushing on bait fish. So this is a fluke rig that I saw Mike do a video on, and really like the sound of it and everything. So I wanted to rig one of these up. So let's start off from tip to tail. He recommended a barrel swivel with about a foot lead of fluoro or mono, so the fluke doesn't twist if it's connected to your main line. So my braid will tie onto this. You've just got a standard offset hook. I'm running the Zoom Super Salty Fluke, and something that he recommended that nobody else did, he recommended a treble trailer hook. So as you guys can see there, he had these bait stops or bobber stops. I couldn't find any of the stops like he was using. I went to 3 different tackle stores here in town. So what I knew I had at home was some rubber washers for like faucets and garden hoses. So all I did, as you see there, guys, is cut a chunk, and that keeps that treble hook, which as you can see is up under the tail, and the one prong of the treble hook is up in the tail of the fluke. He says it does not, the treble hook doesn't impact how the fluke fishes. So as you can see, I've just got a Texas rig. Something else he recommended, he was showing the different ways of rigging it to where the fluke goes in the water column. So in there, guys, the eye of the hook is way back here, which gives this tip plenty of room to move. And he says that this will keep the lure acting skittish and up near the top of the water, almost right underneath the surface, as opposed to going deep. So I'm gonna head out to the spot here with this setup. He said the reason for the treble hook is you get blow-ups on this type of setup, and with just the regular Texas rig hook, as you guys can see it coming out of the top there, that you miss a lot of fish. But with that treble hook, 2 of those treble hook tines hanging down underneath, your catch rate goes up dramatically. So I've got it all rigged up just like he showed me in the video. I'm gonna head out to the spot, the normal spot, where you guys know I love to fish and typically catch fish every time I'm out there. And we're gonna see if we can't get in on this fall bite with this rig. So all credit, all props to Mike. We will get out there and see if this thing works as he says it does, and I have no reason to doubt him. So I've got about a 15-20 minute drive to the spot, and then I'll fire back up, and we'll get wet, and hopefully we'll catch some fish. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. What's up, guys? I'm back. Chris, Team Dewifed Fishing. I'm out here at the spot. I've got Ike's fluke rig on, as I told you I was going to. So I've got there went a bass right out of the pipe. I've got my braid to the barrel swivel, to the Texas rig with the trailer hook, fluke. Never fished it before, don't know what it's gonna do. Let's give it a shot. Everybody that I watched the videos said that a quick jerking retrieve, oh yeah, this thing goes crazy in the water, was the way to fish this setup. So that bait looks like $1 million in the water, man. And if you really pop it, it'll jump up out of the water like a bait fish does when a predator is chasing. So I can see how this will be effective. It's almost like a walk the dog lure under the water surface. It is raining. It's about 50 degrees. But guys, if you look at the 10-day to 2-week forecast for where I'm at, which is Northeast Indiana, if you're not going to get out and fish on a day like today where at least it's 50 degrees and rainy, you're not going to get to fish too much longer because there's daytime highs only in the upper 30s and 40s in the 10-day forecast. There's a fish. Just like that, guys. Nothing big, but proof that this rig, and there's exactly why Ike said the trailing treble hook, because look where that fish is hooked, guys. Let me get it down into camera view. That's actually a decent fish. That fish is hooked on that treble hook. I would have completely missed that fish had it not been for that trailer hook that, according to Ike's instructions, I put on there. So, nice little fish right out of the gate. Not gonna weigh it, but it is an awesome fish. I am gonna send my brother a picture because he told me I was crazy to come out on a day like today and fish. I tried to get him to come out, but he wouldn't join me. Go ahead and get that fish back. Tuck that. So the way you're supposed to do it is you put one tine of the treble up in the tail of the fluke, and that keeps the hook in a good position, as you guys can see. So I've got to tune it. It's coming up out of the water a little too much for my liking. There we go. There we go. It's not as erratic as it was before. I want to figure out what changed from catching that fish. There we go. Now it's got the twitching back and forth walking action again. So it's staying suspended right under the water's surface and is definitely back and forth in a walking motion as I twitch my rod tip. Another one. Another smaller fish. This is smaller than the first one even was. And again, caught on the trailer, not on the main hook. All right, so Ike's trailer hook recommendation appears to be pure gold. I gotta tune it. It's not doing the side to side as good as it's supposed to be. See if that fixes it. Oh yeah. my brother called me a lucky ass, and then when I sent him the picture of the second fish, he said, "Man, it's too damn cold." It is cold, and the rain doesn't help any, but like I said, guys, you got to do what you got. At this point of the year, you got to do what you got to do if you want to fish. So Ike and all the other fishermen that I watched their little fluke videos on all said the same thing, that this is like fishing top water without being actually on top of the water. The fish blow up on it, boil on it. But that if you would go to a true top water, the same fish wouldn't bite. They said it's something about having the bait just below the water surface with the erratic action that the fluke gives you that triggers the strike on a fish that otherwise wouldn't strike. We got some seagulls that are normally not here, and that seagull just saw my bait and came in for it, unfortunately. I didn't know those things had eyes that good, but it saw it below the surface and made a dive for it. So I'm on the flats. See if there's anything patrolling the flats. I don't know. This is cold weather. Yes, it is cold and nasty out here. Treacherous footing on a day like today where all these weeds, pond-side weeds, are wet and slippery. The big bite, if there's going to be any big bite, down this back side and around to where I started, is going to be probably on a parallel type cast like this. There's one. Yeah, it's a nice little fish. So again, guys, on the treble, not on the main hook. Let me get to solid footing here so I can show you. That treble hook is paying off big time. That fish, again, I would not have caught that fish were it not for the treble hook. All right, guys, I'm back. The GoPro died right after I landed that fish. But again, once again, another nice little fish on Ike's rig. So didn't weigh that fish either. I'm sure it was probably right around 2 pounds. Nice, thick, healthy fish. So credit to Ike for putting me onto this thing, because this has been a awesome afternoon of fishing, even though it's been rainy and cold. Got another one. Oh, that one got off. That was a small fish. That was probably going to be the smallest fish I've caught all day. That fish aggressively hit it. There's a monster bass that just swam right by me. That was a big boy. I recognize it as one of the fish I've caught before with a bad eye. I need to catch at least one scale-worthy fish while I'm out here. I mean, I guess I could have and should have probably weighed a couple of those that were probably over 2 pounds. I probably should have weighed one or more of those fish. Because I'm about back to the starting point. I probably will go ahead and fish back down to that corner. So yes, like I like to do, I will go ahead and fish down to this corner again. Because you never know when something may have moved up and pushed in and might be lying in wait, so. Plus I'm holding out hopes of a monster. I haven't done much out to in. Let me. I think the fish are going to be shallow and not out deep. Plus this thing stays near the top. Oh, did you guys see that miss? That was awesome. That was a smallish bass. That was $1 million cast, and it didn't produce anything. All right, we're gonna work around to the kiddie pool in that corner over there, and then we are getting the heck out of here. I am frozen stiff, and the rain is picking up, so I'm very surprised and disappointed that we haven't had any bites down in this corner, especially off the kiddie pool, which has settled in quite nicely. All right, guys, that's gonna, and as I say that, there's a big bass that just comes up in chasing something. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. It's cold, it's wet, I'm miserable. But guys, I had fun. This was a nice rig to see on Ike's YouTube channel. And come out here and throw, and even in these absolutely horrid conditions, you guys saw me catch, what, 3 or 4 fish that were all 2 pounds or so. One was under, and the other 3 were probably 2 pounds or more. So these conditions, this time of the year, I'll call that a success. So guys, if you like the channel, hit the subscribe button. While you're at it, hit the notification bell so you know when we post new videos. Like I said, the 10-day, 15-day forecast does not look good for any more fishing here. You saw me just get out now, and tomorrow I've got something I gotta do, but it's supposed to be sunny and nicer tomorrow. So if I can get out tomorrow after I get my helping a family member move, if I can get out tomorrow after that move and get some fishing in, I will, because beyond that, it is not looking good for fishing until next spring. So it's Chris, it's Team Dewifed Fishing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something about this rig. I had never heard of it. So we'll catch you again on the next video. Hopefully that'll be tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching.